You just sit yourself down over there on the sofa, Nia. The boss is in a phone meeting right now, but he'll be very eager to talk to you, Nia. You are very lucky we Nekos were the ones to find you. The city has been in a right mess lately. It's got a great many of the factions in quite an anxious state. Some perhaps even a bit aggressive. The boss is working with some of the more reasonable faction leaders, though, to try and restore some order for the sake of our civilian populace. Nia? Oh, right. I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting that you're from another dimension. You wouldn't be familiar with the current events going on, Nia. Well, the boss will explain everything to you. And please try to relax. You are safe here with the Nekos, Nia. Now, is there anything I can get for you before I return to my desk to check for messages? Water? Milk? The boss has our milk imported from New Zealand. It's really quite delicious, Nia. Oh yes, we Nekos do love our milk. We are the cow faction's best customers. The branch over in New Zealand, they cut us wonderful deals for our constant patronage. Yeah. So, would you like to try some? Sounds like you've never tried imported milk before, Nia. I suppose it might be expensive to import milk, with having to keep it cold and all. But the boss pays very well for it, Nia. And honestly, he can afford it. Genius businessman, our boss. Oh, not again, Nia. Boss, did you swat your glass off the desk again?
Maybe. Oh, alright, yeah. But it was a very frustrating phone call, yeah? Those darned rabbits can be quite the little assholes for having such a supposedly docile reputation, yeah? You wouldn't believe the demands the bunny boss was making, but I think I got him talked down to something far more reasonable than what we began with, yeah? Greedy little carrot-munching hoppers. Sometimes I wonder why we stopped hunting them.
Because we are trying to be more civilized in these new days, especially now in these rather uncivilized times, Nia, as you have so eloquently stated yourself. And, boss, our rather unusual guest is waiting, Nia. You said you wanted to speak with her as soon as you were through with your phone meeting.
Oh, right. Did you offer her some milk while she was waiting, yeah?
Yes, boss. But I think right now she's a bit too stressed to be thinking about milk. She's been through quite the ordeal today, Nia.
Right. Well then, miss, human, come on into my office and have a seat, yeah? Don't be shy now, come along. We have much to discuss. Hmm. Oh, well, that is a very nice name, my dear. Far better than calling you Miss Human, yeah? That's for sure. Now, go ahead and get yourself comfortable in that armchair there. There's much to cover if you're going to survive here in this dimension. I'm not entirely certain how you got here or how to return you to your own. How did this happen to begin with? It's fairly mysterious to most of us as well, yeah? But you see, to the north of the city, there are ancient ruins along the coastline. It's said that these ruins were a ritual site for our ancestors, a deeply magical place, yeah? It has been dormant for as long as most of us alive, or records over the last 100 years or so can recall, until 3 months ago now. You are not the first human to show up here. Hence, how we knew what you were and weren't panicking when we found you wandering into the city. Unfortunately, the other 5 to possibly 6 others, if the rumored 6th is true, they were discovered by the Arachnid faction. Beyond the belief sightings from warm-blooded faction members, they haven't been seen since, yeah? We sincerely doubt they are still among the living tamarachnids. Are always on the lookout for easy, warm-blooded prey and, well, confused and disoriented humans seems to be right up their alley, given the sharp lookout they've been keeping ever since finding the first one. Not one drop of conscience in the whole lot of them, yeah? An excellent question. We know you are called humans and a few other small things due to one of the humans entering one of our cafes here in town and tried to get help from one of the waitresses. You know, before the arachnids skittered in like they do and promptly bullied the human to leave the cafe with them. Poor waitress said she wanted to help the human, but she was terrified, yeah? I can't say I blame her. One Neko waitress isn't much of a match for 4 arachnid faction thugs. That is an excellent question. My first thought was they got the jump on all of these humans so quickly with the use of spies. But my guys have combed the area, interviewed anyone that could have been frequenting the area the humans were taken from. But nada. Nothing zilch. They either aren't using their own kind of spies, they've gotten better than ever at hiding, or they are putting the pinch on people and they are just not talking. The later being the most concerning. Like aside from food, what could they possibly want with your species to go to such drastic lengths to get their hands on them, yeah? What will we do with you? Well, I certainly cannot send you back out there with no money and nowhere to go, and arachnid faction members out there to boot. Yeah. You can come back to my manor with me. I have plenty of room. And you'll be kept safe while we get this whole mess sorted out. Who knows? You might even be able to help me in this whole investigation. You know, humans best. And you may be able to provide insight here and there that will make worlds of difference. You are all in? Excellent. If the fates set be are kind and in our favor, we might even get so lucky as to find a few, if not all, of the missing humans alive. It's a long shot. But if we do not dare to hope, then we have nothing, yeah? Now, let's get going. It's getting late in the day and I'm starving. Do you like fish?